Late at night, a girl's clothes were strewn across the grass. She had just endured a brutal assault. Standing beside her, the man looked down with a satisfied gaze. Suddenly, his phone rang. It was the girl's mother. The man snatched the phone, hung up, and glared at the girl. He threatened her, saying that if she dared to call the police, he would make her mother's life a living hell. Knowing that her mother had been a widow for many years, a wicked thought began to form in the man's mind. But just then, the mother's voice could be heard nearby, calling out for her daughter. The man gave a chilling smile and stood up to walk toward the mother. Realizing this monster wouldn't even spare her mother, the girl began to shake with terror. In a fit of desperate rage, she picked up a stone and smashed it against the man's head. She struck him repeatedly, like a torrential storm, each blow fueled by her bottled-up fury. Even when the man's life was clearly gone, she did not stop. The unjust sentence. After being arrested, the girl received no justice. Instead, she was branded a murderer. Because the perpetrator had taken special precautions, no DNA evidence could be recovered. Furthermore, because she had disfigured him with the stone, the truth could not be uncovered based on her word alone. Despite the assault, the court viewed her actions as excessive defense. Even with a top-tier lawyer, the fact of the homicide could not be overturned. The lawyer urged her to go public to seek media and social support, but the girl chose to endure prison rather than face the public's judgment and gossip. When her mother visited, she was heartbroken, blaming herself. Days earlier, the mother's boss had seen a photo of the daughter and offered money for her to spend a night with him. The mother had refused indignantly, but the boss did not give up. He tracked the daughter down at the cafe where she worked part-time. The girl, who was studying hard for the civil service exam, was unaware of the danger. The man pretended to order coffee while leering at her. When she finished her shift, he followed her and dragged her into the woods. Life behind bars. In the visiting room, the girl calmly told her mother through sign language not to do anything for her, and not to trust anyone claiming they could help. The mother wept. She knew her daughter was innocent, but the girl was sentenced to 5 years. In court, the mother tried to plead for her daughter, but as she was mute, she could not find the words to defend her. Upon entering prison, the girl was bullied by her cellmates. She bore the physical and emotional scars in silence, becoming withdrawn as she accepted her life of hard labor. Eventually, her mother came for the first visit. Before entering, the mother wiped away her tears and forced a smile, not wanting her daughter to worry. But the moment they saw each other, the mother broke down. She lied, saying she was doing well outside. The girl, knowing the truth, comforted her mother through the glass, telling her she was fine. The final tragedy. One day, the girl collapsed with a high fever. At the infirmary, the doctor revealed the devastating news. She was pregnant. The news broke her. She lost her mind, rushing out of the infirmary and screaming for her mother. The heavy iron gates of the prison stood between her and the world. She was placed in solitary confinement, where only her desperate cries echoed. When the other inmates learned the truth of her story, their hearts softened. The big sister of the cell used her influence to get the girl out of solitary and began caring for her like a daughter. Over time, the cellmates and even the prison guards began to support her. They decorated the bathroom with drawings to cheer her up and secretly sewed clothes for the upcoming baby. However, the girl could never truly accept the child inside her. Months later, during her second trial, the prosecutor remained cold, stating that even if she were a victim of assault, it did not justify killing. Her sentence was reduced to 1 year, but the internal trauma remained. One day, while working, her water broke. While the others were busy, she crawled to a cabinet and swallowed a hoard of sleeping pills she had been saving. To her, this was the only solution for her soul. She hung a bundle of letters she had written for her mother and friends on the door before losing consciousness. By the time the inmates found her, it was too late. Both the girl and the baby passed away at the hospital. Her letters were filled with gratitude for the inmates who had treated her like family. The mother, holding her daughter's cold body, collapsed in grief. Later, the mother walked aimlessly down the street, carrying a pizza, her daughter's favorite food. She stood by the road, wiping her tears, hoping for a miracle that would never